Hey everybody. We have a special guest today who also has a YouTube channel. We'll put the link in the description. Would you like to introduce yourself?
What's good, family? Is your boy Professional Development with Ade. Um, happy to be on the show. Like he said, I have a YouTube channel. My channel is all about professional development, but I'm giving it to you from an auditing perspective. So, just the conversations that I will have in the street, I just feel like why not bring it to YouTube? So why not bring it to you guys? So subscribe to the channel, Professional Development with Ade. And if that's too hard to type in ADE0224 on YouTube. And you can also
So
follow me on Instagram as well.
so today we're going to talk about artificial intelligence. But
Yes,
far
sir.
as your channel, how long have you been doing this? When did you first create it?
I created my YouTube channel about May of
Okay.
last year, 2023. So I've been on YouTube forever. It's just watching. And then I just started a channel. I just said, hey, let me start a channel because, like I said, on my channel, I've been auditing for 17 years. I've been tasked with training auditors all the time, new employees. So, with that being said, I'm always talking to people, always giving tips, giving techniques, things of that nature. So, I said, why not bring this virtual? And why not the same tips that I would give to employees in the real world? I'm also giving it to them online.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Okay.
I started in May of 2023, so it's almost a year. So
So
the
you're sort of
YouTube,
like, go ahead.
not so YouTube is just as someone who watches it, it's different when you actually have to create. So also, I just want to tell your audience that my videos, I try to catch the short audience because at the end of the day, time is money. So I just try to give you tips from an auditing perspective, real short. So all my videos are like 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute, because I don't got time to waste and I don't want to waste your time.
I can respect that. So
Yeah.
I've been doing this about so you're a month. So we're kind of relate. So my thing is that I got all the education stuff, but I kind of read a lot and I kind of like don't separate anything as far as like I'm not closed minded.
Hmm.
So I'll read a book and just to see, what was the point of it, right? And it might not resonate with me at that point, but I still read
Hmm.
it, right? So I like to read different perspective. Of course, I'm all about positivity, fitness, and just representing the 99% of good people in the world. So,
Facts. I agree.
all right, so let's get into it.
Yes, sir.
Artificial intelligence, man, it's coming fast. It's here, right?
It's here. It's here.
Um, I I could tell you my thoughts about it. I'm looking at the news articles on Google,
Hmm.
and man, it's kind of like you got to second guess everything at this point. They got presidents with fake people, you know,
Yeah.
acting like different cultures are supporting them.
Hmm.
Um, you got JP Morgan's AI aided cash flow model can cut manual work by 90%. So I mean, me and you knew that this was coming.
We knew it. We
This
knew
was
it. Like,
coming.
and it's funny too because I look at it from the basic perspective. Just look at vacuuming. Now, in my house right now, I have a robot that vacuums for me almost every day. All I gotta do is empty it out. It's to the point now that the vacuum empties itself out. So I always look at it like this: like, yes, in the auditing field, AI is definitely taking over, or just in work in general. But it's the simple stuff that you don't realize that they've been doing for a number of years that kind of shows how they're taking over. I mean, you go to McDonald's now, you don't have to actually, you could do it yourself. To me, self checkout is a form of AI. I went to Lowe's earlier today. They have security cameras recognizing your face. That's a form of AI where now
Yeah,
you don't actually need that human person.
right.
So yeah, I've definitely been trying to keep track. It's not even that I've been keeping track. I just started to notice artificial intelligence, AI. But now you have things like Was it Pete? Sorry, sir.
No, you're good.
All right,
Yeah.
so
So
you had go
go
ahead.
ahead.
I'm
Go.
listening.
No,
No,
go
I'm
ahead.
just saying like now you got apps that can write papers for you. Like that to me is crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So going to school is a lot different than when we went to school. uh. Yeah, and that goes to show you. So I think in the future, it's going to be about creativity.
Yes,
You
sir.
know, the creators living outside the boxes is going to be the way of the future because all the basic tasks, the labor tasks, the analyzing data tasks. I mean, they even have now where they can almost create short films. So you
That's
know what's
crazy.
coming next, right? So you can text what your thoughts are and they can create a 30-minute film right now on my phone, right?
That's
So the future
crazy.
is going to be 2-hour movies. That's gonna be able to create it in 10 minutes. So,
Yeah.
even actors could be replaced. So
Facts, facts. And is that the reason why they had the actors strike? Like I heard that, in Los Angeles earlier this year, last year, that some of the writers were on strike. And I heard that AI had a big part to deal with their strike because now they don't need as many writers as they used in the past because artificial intelligence was able to, like you said, write scripts for them and stuff in that.
yeah, I'm not sure about that, but that makes a lot of sense, and we're all gonna be impacted by that in all our fields, so I can see that for sure. Touch basing on a vacuum cleaner, I'm a technology guy, right? But I
Hmm.
did not do the, auto vacuum cleaner only because, like, sometimes I'll get, like, thirsty randomly, and I'll, like at night, and I'll run downstairs and just get like, a cup of water.
Hmm.
And I've had so many experiences where, like, I'll step on, like, my random toy on my son and just start, like or, like, around Christmas time, like, we had this Santa Claus, and it would just go off every 15 minutes, and it would
Hmm.
scare the crap out of me, so I couldn't imagine a vacuum cleaner going around.
Yeah, and
So I yeah.
you could just schedule it for whenever you need to, and it does this job.
Yeah, and that Tesla robot's coming out in the next couple years. It's here almost. I actually went to the Tesla store in Charlotte, and they had one on display. So
That's crazy. That's crazy. I think I need to see that video. That's crazy.
it's crazy, man. They got it doing all the tasks, but I mean, I believe that it's going to be able to do so much, man. I made a video on it that when they get that with the AI and give it a body, that's gonna be
I
wow.
mean, what Will Smith showed us a couple of years ago, I Robot. He showed
Yeah.
us a couple of years ago, like the movies is really like how they had the meme of the Simpsons showing that Donald Trump won presidency. I
Mhm.
mean, the movies are kind of showing us. Like I always think about the Terminator. I think of the Matrix. Like, what are they going to need humans to do in the next couple of years? Because I always come from the standpoint, yes, AI, you're going to need a human to control the AI, which is true. But how many humans do you need? You just need one. You don't need a workforce can hire 10 people, or they can hire one person to control these 10 robots at the end of the day.
Yeah, I had thought about that, right? So
Mhm.
I in the video, I was saying that it really does at that point, it doesn't really matter the cost of these robots. Say it's $100,000, right? It's
Mhm.
it's it's kind of like a one-time purchase. But then
Fact,
you don't have to do the health insurance. You don't have to just work 8 hours a day at lunch break. They can work 24/7.
facts,
And
facts.
then we looked into it. Chat GBT 5 has the IQ of Albert Einstein.
I mean, that's crazy. That's
And then,
crazy.
yeah, and then they update, like drastically every 6 months.
And you know what is funny too? I just thought about it. Like, they read the algorithm. Same thing with YouTube.
Yeah.
They study, they're gathering all the information, which is a good thing. But I always try to like, don't get me wrong, I have to use AI too as a content creator just for time purposes. So if I do have a workout video, depending if usually I'll edit it myself, but sometimes I have to go on TikTok and just do auto cut just for time purposes. So don't get me wrong, AI is something that I do use, but I try not to use it as much because I feel like it makes us lazy as well.
Yeah, I definitely use it with getting into this world because I don't have the time. But also I seen that kind of my viewers just want me to keep it raw, you know, get on the mic and just let it go. And
Hmm.
podcast style. So the thing about the podcast style is that it doesn't have to be super clean, you know. You
Yeah,
kind of just speaking from the heart, and there are going to be mistakes, there are going to be spoken things, but you kind of can have that direct connection.
yeah, and
But
I definitely want to get into the live stream aspect of content creation. I really like I had a goal in my mind, like I want to get to 500 subscribers, then I'm gonna start opening up more and more and more. But like you said, the perfection and just doing live streams and podcasts is better because now I could stutter without feeling nervous like, oh man, I gotta keep cutting, I gotta keep cutting, I gotta keep cutting. Whereas even though AI does help with certain aspects in that, it still
mhm.
messes up a lot too. Like I can't if I do a video, I can't do auto cut because it's going to take out key principles that I want to capture. So it's not perfect yet, but I know they're working on it.
Yeah, I actually went through Chat GBT and talked about trying to create me a nice logo.
Hmm.
And I know that there's a high end version of that coming out soon, but I just try to use Chat GBT because they have like a not movie, but like a picture AI thing that they just put on there. The
Okay.
problem with it is that the spelling is off, right? So the logo right there, the Great News logo, that was created with AI, artificial intelligence,
Oh, that's
Chat
bizarre.
GBT. But that was like the only good one out of like, let's say 300.
Mm,
So it's got some room to grow. It's probably already there, but they just need to update it again. But yeah, the spelling was off for like 99% of them.
mm,
But it was getting the rest of the point, you know, like, I want a microphone in there, or I want it to look professional, or, like, the
yeah.
themes and stuff, but just the spelling was off in my
Okay.
experience. Yep,
Yeah, I definitely understand that aspect.
yep.
Same thing with me. If I do, the captions and stuff, I have to go behind it and double check. And like I have a video about that as far as like at the end of the day, spell check is a form of AI because you don't have to actually read. Like they do it for you. But you always want to go behind the AI. You always want to go behind the artificial intelligence because they're not perfect. And even though they think they're perfect, they're not perfect. So you always want to go behind. So like you said, when I do closed captions, I always have to double check behind because like I got an accent, you know, not the best speaker, but it gets certain words mixed up and certain spellings wrong all the time.
Hey, we all have accents.
Yeah, facts, facts,
I
facts,
I'm
facts.
from Baltimore, and, I moved to Myrtle Beach, and, I'm the accent guy down here,
Oh,
so
okay. And it's funny too because I don't hear it, but we it's funny how we kind of know each other and I still
yeah.
facts.
So I'm going down these articles, right? So
Mhm.
NVIDIA, uh, one of the articles say NVIDIA just bought 5 artificial intelligence AI stock.
Mm, that's crazy. I mean,
Yeah,
you got to follow the trends, and that's
yeah.
what we do, right? That's what we do. We have to follow the trends and see, read the news articles, see what they're talking about, just do research. And it's funny too because it always pops out. Like I don't necessarily go searching, but I see AI everywhere I go. I see articles everywhere I go. I get newsletters everywhere I go. So I'm definitely following the trends and, you know,
Yeah, I've been in the stock world, I'm a nerd. So,
yeah.
I want like, the thing about for me, I was hitting, right? It's just I didn't have enough, so all, like, most of my things I was, like, making money on.
Hmm.
I didn't have enough money to put $100,000 on a stock, right?
Yeah.
So I would put 5,000 on a stock, and then I'll come out with like $12,000, right?
Yeah.
Which is good, right? But it's like you're only going to hit so many times. You know what I'm saying? So I would, man, if I would have put $1,000,000 on there, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, man, you kind of need money to go with your instincts, you know,
Yeah.
and that's kind of the downside of that. Like, if let's say you put $100 down, right, and you write and you get 100%, you get $200 back. That's a huge win, far as
Yeah.
percentage wise, but it's just not a huge win, far as what you know what I'm saying. So.
Yeah. But also too, I mean, I heard that AI is pretty much going to get rid of the stock market or just Wall Street in general because they're going to be able to do it for you.
Well, that I don't. Mm,
Like they
um,
won't need the human, they don't need the research because they could do it.
there's so many different strategies. I mean, you have the slow and steady wins the race approach, which is I would recommend the best approach unless unless you got enough time to make it your full time job. Um,
Hmm.
you got the um pump and dump schemes. Like the Bitcoin. Remember, Bitcoin went all the way up.
Yeah.
And then it was on the news, you need to buy it. People put mortgages on their houses, and then they dumped it, right? Because that's
Yeah.
the thing about the stock market is that it's the price, but you need somebody to buy it at that price, right? So that's the
Facts.
game. So when they start promoting it that this is the hottest thing out, that means that they need buyers.
Yeah.
So there's
That's
so
true.
many different strategies that against making sense. I don't know if AI would be able to understand that because I would think that AI would go through tactics that make sense,
Yeah.
where a lot of the things are just like the opposite of what makes sense.
That's true. But it might not necessarily be as far as like doing the job, but definitely be used as a tool just to even get the word out there, just the marketing aspect of it.
Yeah. And then man, I don't want to stay on here too long, but then
Okay.
that with AI, it would
Hmm.
be really good to think of someone who follows um like people that I'll just say people that legally can do insider trading.
Hmm.
We know who those people are, but I would like a really get algorithm that follows that and automatically just puts 2,000, 3,000, right? So those people that can legally do insider trading, if they put down 200,000 on the stock, you automatically put 2,000 on the stock. That'll
Yeah.
hit. That'll hit.
Yeah. Yeah.
Um,
I definitely heard of stocks that like they go on your bank account and whatever you pay for monthly, that's what they invest in. So if you
yeah,
got a Netflix account, they invest your money into Netflix. If you got a AT&T phone, that's what they do. If you got Disney Channel stock, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah. Acorn does that. I've put money in Acorn and it actually works. You get a nice
yeah, yeah.
return. I think The Rock is involved with that now.
Okay. Yeah, I definitely got an Acorn.
Yeah.
And it's same just to get the Bitcoin, yeah, it was a pumping up, but it's slowly rising.
Hey, history repeats itself, doesn't it?
It's slowly I mean, I feel like now it's really rising. It's a steady rise. It went from about 15,000 about a year and a half ago, slowly rising up. I think it's at like 30 to 40,000. I don't even check. I just leave the money there. Like I didn't forget about Bitcoin. I definitely ain't forget about Bitcoin.
You know, I'm a Warren Buffett guy, man. And Warren
Okay.
Buffett is not right all the time, right?
Hmm.
But he doesn't care about being right all the time. But he is not for that Bitcoin stuff. And it might because I mean he doesn't have to be, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But I kind of not I don't like to chase. I like to support people who invested for 10 years and they finally get a return on their investment. But
Hmm.
I'm not a chaser. Because you can get, you know what I'm saying? Like you've been in it the whole time. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? Putting in money. That's how you do that. Right.
Yeah.
But for me, I don't know if I can chase, you know what I'm saying? And also because I was looking at SHIB. I was gonna put some money in SHIB and now that's going. That's
Yeah.
one of the little, you know, you know,
You said ship.
SHIB. It's one of those like super unlikely, but it's top 10 now. It's in
Okay,
Robinhood.
I'm
So
gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out.
um, but yeah, so you're a little under. I think Bitcoin's at almost 70,000. Just
No, it's
Googled
not.
it. Yeah, man. So you need to go back in your account.
I need to go back. I mean, I checked. I like it's funny because I literally just leave money there. I don't mess with it.
That's the way to do it.
I just leave it there. I forget it.
All right. So the next article is that they got an app, a
Mhm.
smartphone app that can accurately diagnose ear infections.
That app that could diagnose ear infections.
Yeah, man. A
That's
app.
wild.
Yeah.
That's replacing a doctor. If you think about it, that's replacing a doctor's visit. See, people like that's what I want the audience to know is these small things that you don't think are like effective are effective. Like they will affect all of us. Is it going to save us time? It's going to save us money. But app, like that's crazy because the reason why it resonates for me is because my daughter, she had to get the tubes in her ear because she always had ear infections. Man, we was at that doctor's, I don't know, man, almost it felt like once a week because she kept getting ear infections. So imagine how many doctor visits we could have saved with an app now.
Yeah. And my son was dealing with the same thing. So I definitely know what you're talking about. And man, the ear infections are the worst, man. And
Yeah, they can't sleep. They're up all night. Like we had to do the surgery.
yeah, same here. But yeah, so but it's you gotta be very honest, right? And sometimes kids can't express themselves, or you'll get the wrong diagnosis. Ever as a comedian, I think I seen this on Netflix. He had it wasn't AI, but it was like the beginning stages of it, right?
Hmm.
So I don't know what the website is, but he typed in how he all his symptoms, right?
Hmm.
And let's say that the AI program said he had Down syndrome.
That's funny.
And he had thought like, "Dang, maybe I do have
Oh,
Down
that's
syndrome."
crazy. That's
Yeah, man.
crazy.
Oh, man, it had me rolling. The way he was selling it, man, I believed. He was
Yeah, I mean, hey, like you said, see, and my thing is, it's not necessarily that it's going to do everything,
Right,
but you just won't need as many people. Now,
right.
as you just need now, like with that example, now you just need a psychiatrist to kind of double check instead of having, you just need, I don't know, it's just funny. Like you won't need as many people. And people argue with me all the time, like, man, it's not that bad. It's this and that. I'm like, I mean, I'm not saying that it's bad or not. I'm saying that you just won't need as many people. And you don't need as many people, that's less jobs. That's less
Yeah.
consumers.
I mean, when you go to the doctors now, right? They go in, check your symptoms. They
Hmm.
type all your symptoms in the computer, and then all the rest of that stuff is AI. Like, what do you do when you get home? How often you
Hmm.
want to take the medicine? That whole 5-page report. Come
Yeah,
on now.
facts,
So
facts.
they're just so yeah, yeah. Um all right, so another article is um it says people are asking AI chat box for tax advice. That's tough, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's in the accountant's job right there.
Yeah.
And and it's funny too because I mean, yeah, you have Google, so you could research things, and just think of it like the simple aspect. If you're a DoorDash driver, you have apps that can calculate your mileage and tell you how much you're going to save and spend on taxes. Whereas back in the day, you had to physically kind of write out your mileage. If you was a taxi cab driver, write out your mileage, give it to the tax accountant. They will put in the numbers, point blah blah blah. So, I mean, I could see that, man. I could definitely see AI, well, I mean, not even see, is probably doing it now because tax accountants are going to do the exact same thing. They're going to take those shortcuts. Like we all use AI. We all have it's like it's here to stay.
Yeah, you know, and I think that's why they made the standard deduction so high
Mm,
because if you're not super like successful,
Hmm.
even if you have all these small businesses, then the standard deduction is still the way to go, and it's a lot easier to review.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think that's one of the responses to that too. Yep. I know you know
Thanks.
all about that stuff, so I don't want to get you started.
Yeah, 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 I try to keep things simple, like where anybody could keep up.
Yeah. Yep.
So I always go to the simplest examples, the simplest things.
So what's your thoughts on Neuralink? I think they have the first test on that.
What explain that to me? I don't know what it is.
All right, so Neuralink. All right, so
Mhm.
there's different versions of this, right? You got the Vision Pro. I have a Vision Pro, right? So the Vision Pro is, I used to call it virtual headset, but now
Mhm.
that now that I use it, it's Vision Pro.
Okay.
So basically, the Vision Pro is Apple's thing. It's like $4,000, just came out, but it's kind of like you're in reality and not in reality.
Okay, I'm looking at it now. Okay, yeah.
So with the Vision Pro, you can be at an IMAX theater in Alaska or the moon and watch 150-foot screen. You can be on the computer, you can be on your phone, but you can also see what's in front of you. You kind of can be in virtual reality and reality at the same time, right?
Mm.
So with Neuralink, Elon takes it a step further. He actually put in a chip in your brain, right? So basically, he's saying that we are all cyborgs. We just aren't connected. So your phone is and you is kind of like a cyborg, right? This is
Mhm.
but he's trying to connect the two, right?
Mhm.
So and also, um, he's able to like send commands through that chip, so he can kind of like cure like people that are like blind, right? Eh, yeah, people are paralyzed.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's coming, man. And then also he's kind of connecting artificial intelligence with the human brain, which is kind of wild, man.
I mean, that's I mean, it's wild. It's good because I mean, like if you're blind and then now you can see, you have to take it. If you can't walk, you're paralyzed from a car accident. Now you're able to. I mean, there's only a step forward because I actually have a like as a kid that plays basketball with one leg. I don't know if you've seen my video, but he has one leg and he has a little mechanical leg that he uses. So imagine
Yeah.
like having something that could like automatically where he doesn't have to take it off, and I don't know. That's wild. That's crazy. I mean, I'm there's certain things that I'm for.
Yeah.
I'm for like you got people who might have autism who can't talk. So
Mhm.
imagine if there's a chip in their brain that could do that. But then you also have the other side of it too. So it's like, it's always a catch-22 with anything that you do.
Yeah, and then Alzheimer's. A lot of most of us go out with Alzheimer's. So this is going to
Yeah,
be able to help with that. So,
yeah. And especially like even that, like if you have, I know you're a basketball player, like if you have a injury, so now maybe you can have a chip in your brain that kind of works the muscle that needs to, like it could, focus in on this left knee that you tore. You know what I'm saying? Like who knows if
yeah.
that's how it could go.
For the record, I play basketball to stay in shape. I can
Yeah,
shoot though.
yeah,
I can
yeah,
shoot.
yeah, definitely, definitely. Same. Hey, I'm just trying to stay in shape.
Yeah,
Be
man.
able to keep up with the kids.
Hey, man, next time I come in Baltimore, man, maybe we can get a game going,
But yeah,
pick up game or
definitely,
something.
definitely, definitely. I'm
But
still trying, still trying.
hey, man, I'm playing until I can. So
That's how I feel too. I feel like I could go till about 60.
yeah, man. But on that story, man, I love stuff like this. So this kid, you have
Mhm.
he has one leg, all right, and a lot of people wouldn't even think of playing basketball with one leg. I mean,
Yeah,
that's that that's that stuff, man, that makes you feel like, man, if he could do it, I could do it. You know, I
Yeah,
mean, just imagine how many people he motivates by just being his best potential.
yeah. And I'm actually working. I'm working on a basketball mixtape with him. We just got to get our scheduling right.
Yeah, because I think there's a guy in college playing with one arm,
One arm, yeah.
and he's nice. He's nice,
And
man.
this guy's playing with one leg,
Man, that's
one leg.
unbelievable.
And
Unbelievable.
I mean, he hops around the court. He's actually trying to dunk.
You know
So
what?
that's his goal.
Imma press this sound effect, see if it come through.
Yeah.
I don't know how to work this yet. Did you hear it?
Yeah, I heard it. I heard it.
Alright, cool. Yeah,
Yeah,
shout out to that. Um, yeah, man. Neuralink. It's coming.
yeah. I see. I see.
I don't know if I'm getting one.
What I'm
That's a
saying?
little much.
You could go into the you know, the conspiracy theories and all that. We'll say that for another one. We'll say
Yeah,
that.
man.
I don't want to get too deep
Yeah, man.
on the first one, but yeah, I mean it's coming. I'm for certain things. I'm for certain things, and if that's going to help someone who can't see, I'm for it.
Yeah, and then, I mean, if you think about it, you would think the insurance gotta cover that one.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah.
that's what's up. Alright, let's go. Anything you wanted to touch base on? I think we covered a lot
Um,
of stuff, but
artificial intelligence is here. Um, people did just like I just want people to realize, like, even with me in a corporate environment, that I know for a fact is making my job easier. When jobs are easier and you're able to get work done faster, that's less people that companies need. So I just want everybody to keep their mind fresh and alert on AI. Just like how you do, you read articles, I read articles. I always try to just stay up to date. I just don't want people to just be walking around and then 10 years from now, your kids are struggling to find a job because of artificial intelligence. So the more that we use it, the more that is going to, affect people.
yeah, man, and I mean, there's gonna be a lot of breakthroughs, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? A lot of
yeah,
breakthroughs, a lot of, solutions to problems that we haven't solved yet, a lot of solutions to diseases, things of
yeah,
that nature, so it's a lot of positivities too, just like with anything,
yeah.
you know
Facts,
what I'm
facts,
saying? Then
facts.
there's a learning curve, right? That's what you
Yeah,
mentioned before,
there's a
it's a
learning
learning
curve.
curve.
Oh yeah, I do want to say this is watch out for AI used to scam people.
Oh,
Now
yeah.
I feel like I'm getting a call like about donating to this organization, and I could
Mhm.
tell it's a robot. It's the same message every single time. Hey, how you doing? I'm with it. I'm like, that's not a human person. And I want to say that it's able to react to what I'm saying.
Oh,
You know.
yeah. I think I've
So
seen stuff like that.
yes. So that is another form of AI where artificial intelligence will be used to scam and take your money. People are going to use that to try to get your money. So be careful for that. I just want the audience to know that.
Hey, man, that's been going on for a while. I hear your phone ringing. My phone's been ringing all day too from,
Yeah.
people, AI, whatever, but they
Yeah.
always trying to call and ask me to sell my house or
Yeah.
something, you know? I
And it
hate that.
has a human voice. Like it's the
Yeah.
same voice. Hey, I mean, saying my name and everything. So watch out for that.
That brings another point. Passwords.
Yeah.
You better use that them fingerprint readers or
Yeah.
that eye
Yeah.
thing
The face
because
one.
yeah, because them passwords, man, they don't stand a chance.
Yeah, I mean, even with the passwords, like at the end of the day, like if you got an iPhone, it got the automatic password thing. That's a form of AI because it's creating a password for you. Where I have to use that because I forget my passwords and I don't want to use the same password. So I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not going to sit here in front like I don't use artificial intelligence, but when it comes to like writing papers, doing work for you, to me, I think that's a little excessive.
Yeah, man.
Writing a movie script like that to me is scary because like you're not going to need writers.
Not only can it write it, is that it can create it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, with actors. Like
That's crazy.
it's it's unbelievable, man. It's
Yeah.
we can really watch a AI Dune 3 movie coming soon.
Mm, that's
So,
crazy. I mean, I can see with the cartoons and all of that already.
uh yeah. Oh,
I can see
yeah.
that.
Like the faceless, that's all over YouTube, you know,
Yeah,
faceless
yeah, the
video.
faceless pages and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Yeah. But all right, man, I don't want to keep you here too long.
Oh
Um,
man, I appreciate you.
we gotta do this again.
Definitely, definitely. Hey, this is my first YouTube interview,
Okay.
and I'm happy that I did it with you because I know you. We played ball together
Mhm.
for a long time, so it was only natural and best that I did it with you because a lot of people have been calling me, hey, trying to set up interviews, and we was able to connect. So man, I appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing, man. We definitely got to do this again and cover more AI topics and other topics too, and just regular life topics too. I know you're a family man. I'm a family man. We got kids. Sports and all of that.
Yeah, man. I'm my son's basketball coach, man. We got a game today. We're undefeated, man.
Oh, congrats, congrats, congrats.
Yeah. My
Good
my
luck
son
with that.
my son's the youngest person on the team, but he's big for his age. So it's a good experience for him. So he
That's
enjoys it.
good.
I love it, man. Seeing the kids make their first shot is just awesome, man. I'd be like, yeah, just right with them. So, yep,
Yeah,
we could definitely do that. So,
definitely.
all right, man.
All
Well,
right, man. Thanks for having me.
all right, later.
All right, peace.